Sure, he'll shake that off more, getting the wind knocked out of him.
Panakan on for Onana. The yellow cards reset after the group stage and the quarterfinals. For now, Mechele back on his feet. The United States looking to take the game to their opponents here. Lukebakio winning it back here and sliding away from challenges. Gained a lot of ground here, tracked by Tyler Adams, who he eventually knocks over.
Great run, shows you what he could do, why he's in the starting lineup. He's on the right-hand side, but this time trying his luck down the left, but obviously that is a pretty obvious foul. We watch Onana leave the pitch and head toward the dressing room.
He's played his part in the opening 20 minutes or so in which Belgium have prospered. There's Richards, oh, he had it and he lost it, and he was relieved to retrieve it.
That was sloppy for Richards, he's very fortunate. It's a lively Lara this game. We haven't seen him this lively in probably this World Cup so far around. It's important for him to be involved, and he certainly has, and obviously most importantly getting the goal for Belgium.
Forward by Reed. Pulisic. Robinson ahead of him, looking to try and slide it through to those in front. Freeman now. Serginho Dest. Looking to build sustained pressure here in the United States, but it's a way up towards Lara.
Belgium doing such a good job. We're cutting off the lanes to the wide players. They're going to cause you trouble. Unlike for Belgium down the other end, Americans are playing narrow and lots of crosses coming into the box. That needs to be better. They have to do better to cut out crosses.
Balogun to Dest, who's wrestling with the Kuiper. Well, the United States want a free kick that actually goes against them. And before that is taken, drinks will be taken. The hydration break here in Seattle, with the Belgians leading by a goal to nil.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
Here goes. 1, 2, 3.
Take the pitch with FanDuel's new footy features. Bet all 120 minutes and get early payouts when your team.
Lost to Canada, to Panama, and were unconvincing in slender victories over Haiti and Guatemala, but they have momentum certainly in this tournament now. But in this game, so far it has been Belgium's day. And there will be Thibaut Courtois to restart us here. Robinson's header for Balogun. And Mechele, who's shaken off that knock from a few moments ago, to carry on. Trossard. Back for De Kuyper. And for Nicolas Raskin. One of the mainstays in qualification and a key part of the Rangers' plan in Scotland this season. Pulisic tried to escape from Tielemans. Robinson closed down by his club teammate Timothy Castagne. Another English Premier League player here, Chris Richards. Alex Freeman, who's been impressing in Spain with Villarreal. Slightest of touches from Van Aken. Trossard. Ngoy. Back in the side after his sending off against Iraq in matchday 2. Up and away via Courtois. Riemann de Ketelaere together. Lukebakio winning the throw. And Eddie Vedder is here today, the lead singer and guitarist from the band Pearl Jam. It's not just all about football, there's music inspiration sprinkled around the place too.
Local legend.
It's a free kick for the United States. Weston McKennie taken down.
They've allowed very little space, Belgium, and the dangerous players, as I talked about, McKennie, not allowed to turn on the ball. And the balance of Belgium certainly seems to be a lot better than the Americans at the moment, but things can change in it very, very quickly, as we've seen in World Cups with a goal.
We know about the danger of Weston McKennie, of course, from that friendly a few months ago. Scored in that game his first goal for 3 years for his country. That's a foul in an interesting position. Balogun it was, taken down.
One of the very few occasions where he's actually been able to get on the ball, and again, very close marking. The referee sees that as a foul, as he does well to hold on to it, draw the pressure, draw the contact.
Scored a beauty last time out against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Robinson is there, but it will be Tillman to hit it. Oh!
Let's go, dude. Let's go, Tillman.
That was a strike that just moved all over the place. And the goal is celebrated right round this place. Belgium have had all the play. They've bossed the game, but they've lost their lead.
Like I said, a game could turn on a goal. And it's just litting up this place. Seattle Stadium's on fire. What a massive deflection it was. Courtois and net has absolutely no chance as the wall jumps, comes off the head of the Belgian player. Who was that?
Van Aken, wasn't it?
Van Aken, yes, it was. And there's nothing a goalkeeper could do about that. But getting the ball on target's always important, and that has changed the match drastically for the U.S.
Well, the deflection certainly made a difference. It completely wrong-footed Thibaut Courtois. But as the saying goes, you can't win the lottery without buying a ticket. Malik Tillman is pretty reliable from that kind of range. A one-sided game now has parity. De Ketelaere and Tielemans, whose facial expression as the ball flicked off Van Aken said it all there for Belgium. Trossard. Oh, that could be a tempting ball in. It's De Ketelaere.
Belgium just scored already.
Belgium have their lead back. United States celebrations were in full swing before Belgium gate-crashed their moment.
We were wondering whether Belgium would be stung by that. Well, quite clearly that's not the case. Great work from the wide position. Really brilliantly done by Trossard, putting an inviting ball into the edge of the area in the 6-yard box. The corridor of uncertainty, and De Ketelaere has done brilliantly well to be on top of Tim Ream and get his head to it and make it 2-1 Belgium. This is massive for them. And what a reaction after giving up the goal just a little while ago. Pochettino doesn't like the look of that.
Well, there is a well-worn cliche about being vulnerable when you've just scored. And it reared its head there for the United States of America.
This is a performance that they needed from that man right there on the screen. He hasn't, in my opinion, done enough in this World Cup until now. Got involved. He certainly has been. Not just the goals, but also in other ways. Holding the ball up, he's been outstanding.
Here goes free. And it's ushered clear by De Kuyper. A mere 116 seconds between the equaliser and Belgium grabbing their lead back. And a spiky challenge there, not appreciated by Belgium, punished by the referee.
I don't think Weston McKennie can complain too much about that. Coming in late, really late.
Well, they're certainly having to dig in that midfield area to try and wrestle some control back. Control which he felt perhaps they had grabbed momentarily. De Ketelaere, incidentally, now 6 goals in his last 9 caps, having scored just 2 in his first 25. That goal from Malik Tillman coming from the first attempt, and indeed only attempt, from the USA.
They've offered very little, to be fair, except for a massively deflected set piece. Belgium still on the front foot, putting them under all sorts of pressure and very little time and space to maneuver the United States. They have to be much quicker in their process.
Up towards Balogun, met by Ngoy.
Belgium feel that if they could put the defense and the goalkeeper under enough pressure, just kicking long balls to the center of the park, that they're going to be able to deal with that quite comfortably, and that has been the case so far.
De Kuyper's header to Ketelara would have been well and truly offside. Incidentally, he's scored just his second double for his country. The other one coming in a 7-0 win in World Cup qualifying in November against Liechtenstein. And that game indeed sealed qualification for Belgium. Indeed, Kevin De Bruyne was injured. He missed that game. He actually celebrated with the team leading the celebrations on crutches. He waits on the bench for now. Courtois. Mechelen. And again from De Kuyper. Pressure applied by McKennie. Of course, will buzz around in his typical way, but has to be a little careful, having picked up that yellow card. Back here, back for Tielemans. Up and away off Tyler Adams. Well, there's plenty of talent on the field and a fair bit off it as well. Kevin De Bruyne waiting to get involved as the game develops. Top scorer in qualifying. And it goes towards Raskin. A deft little touch. Well watched by Matt Friese. Counter-attack very quickly quelled. And Belgium start again with Mechelen and Goy.
Belgium in possession seem to have all the space and time, very comfortable to play around the Americans. When the Americans have the ball, they have no time. And they've really been very close in proximity to the players. Certainly in the mid-block has been working brilliantly well for Belgium so far. Cutting out those little lines into Pulisic hasn't really happened. Not got the ball into Bellingham very often. Only the once that they won the free kick for the opening goal for the Americans. And that's about it for the Americans.
Approaching the final 5 minutes of the half. Balogun after this one with Goy, who stuck to his task. Freeman. Moved on by Tillman. Robinson for Pulisic. Rolls away from Tyler Adams.
Belgium, once they win the ball, they just fan out, creating lots of opportunities and space for themselves. And the goalkeeper and Courtois, that's incredibly comfortable with the ball at his feet for a big man. He's still one of the very best in the world.
Here's Castagne. Tielemans. Raskin. Moved on by Mechelen for Trossard. Seattle trying to summon the spirit here. They'll just get a little more out of their side before the break.
Van Aken obviously coming on for the injured Onana, but he's been lively in himself. And here's a save. Freeze in net. Comfortable assault all the way, but a decent touch at the near post.
Plenty of tactical conversations going on in the crowd. It would seem there'll be some more in the dressing rooms in a few minutes' time. Belgium looking to extend the lead before we get to half-time. The Kuipers ball in, and a free header. Lukebakio with an opportunity wasted, and a golden one at that.
Well, they've had a couple really good looks that they haven't been able to hit the target on, which you would expect much better from, and that is one of them. That's a free header, center of goal, has to get that on target. And if he does, it would be trouble. Matt Fries.
Robinson. Pulisic trying to poke it towards him again. They're trying to get the magic going on that side, those two. They normally link up so well. Robinson. McKennie. And back for Ream. Adams for Richards. Dest trying the give and go. Freeman instead looks for McKennie, who tried to leave it for Balogun. An up and down affair thus far.
Well, we expected goals. There's certainly opportunities, and we haven't been disappointed from that standpoint. It's fantastic. We would expect more from what we've seen.
Dest away from Trossard, and the ball just a little away from Balogun. It's all much more promising from the United States without really hurting Belgium. They are making things happen, but the half-time whistle isn't too far away. So squabbling to sort out. Tillman with the throw. Plenty rising for it. Underneath it all in the end was Balogun. The final touch apparently off a Belgian defender.
Yeah, it was dangerous and flicked on into a dangerous position. Balogun is very well marked up, but 6 yards out, couldn't quite get a boot on it, but it was close. America's looking to equalize here before halftime, with really stir things up in Seattle.
Now, interestingly here, it was going to be a corner, but the VAR, of course, has the power here to review corners. And if there isn't a touch off a Belgian player, it can be turned into a goal kick, which indeed it has been.
And that is a rule that I'm in favor of. I think it's a great one to pull in too, because if you don't want a goal coming from what you would be a goal kick. So, and it happens quickly. The review's done very, very well and fast, and it doesn't affect the flow of the match.
In goes Castagne. A touchback from Van Aken. Trossard trying to get underneath this one, but Freeman makes it his. Belgium inching their way up the touchline here. De Kuyper, De Ketelaere, Van Aken taking over. Raska. Oh, he somehow managed to keep that in, has he? No, not quite. Did his level best to juggle it the right side of the line. Here come the United States of America with Dest. Free to look at in the middle, but he's not allowed away through by Maxime De Kuyper. Van Aken waiting for the runner. There is Dodi Lukavakio. Ball over with no takers in the middle, so Trossard will rekindle the attack and indeed win a corner. This time it's the Americans who say they didn't touch it.
At times it's just way too easy for Belgium to get balls into the box. At least Freeman is tight with Trossard. Still.
Corner taken quickly. Lukavakio with the ball across the area. Shot or across, only he will truly know.
Well, if you're going to miss one, you want to miss it across the face of the goal, just in case somebody gets on the end of it, of course. They've had some decent looks at goal. 2 goals, could have had 3 or 4.
Foul by Raska amid a frantic Belgian press, which the United States have struggled to shake off in this first half. Eleven attempts for Belgium in this first half, just the 2 for the United States. Here goes Balogun. And Courtois came to meet him. A couple of added minutes remain at the end of this first half. Richards, Balogun, McKennie, not quite for Dest. Lukavakio for Van Aken. Raska now. Too much for Trossard. Half-time team talks fast approaching now. Richards for Freeman. Tillman managing to squeeze past a couple. Beautifully done. Balogun wants it, and he gets it. And then Goy tracked his run at the cost of a corner.
Nice passage of play. Beautifully done here. Puts it through his legs. Creates a bit of space. Belgium makes a good run on the box, but it was well marked. A bit better from the United States. And when they get at Belgium with some pace, they can create some opportunities, but it's just been way too pedestrian at times for the United States.
Pulisic to take. Courtois saw it all the way. And that is the final touch of a fast and furious first half. The tale of the two number 17s. Charles de Ketelaere scoring twice for Belgium. Malik Tillman responding with a deflected free kick for the United States. It has been a first 45 minutes bossed